Well, what an ugly red Monday. Hey, fellow traders, it's Black Coffee Trader. It's Monday, June the 16th, and I had a very nasty, bad red day today. That makes 3 straight. Not happy about that. To add insult to injury, over the weekend, I was just contemplating my trades and, where I've made mistakes. And the one thing that I changed in my ATM is my old strategy, or my old, not the strategy, but the old ATM setup had me going out trying for about a 1.5R trade. For example, on 3 contracts on any 3 contracts, no matter what market I'm trading, any 3 contracts, I would have to have a 75 point profit target to get to, say, a $200 trade. And so the way I was getting that is I would get out with, like a $30 winner and then about a $75 winner. And then the last one would be out, up around another $100 or something like that. So I had to catch a pretty big move just to get to about a 1.5R. And I felt like I was leaving some money on the table, and so I decided to change my ATM to where it looks like this on 3 contracts, where I am getting in, and I need 30 points to get to a 1.2R. So I'm risking 150. I want out at 180. So I need 30 points. So I need less than half the move to get to $180 or 1.2R. And the theory, the why not 1R, it's my psyche. I wanted something a little bit bigger than 1R, so that if I have a full 150 loss, I don't have many of those, but if I do have a full loss, a winning trade makes up for that in its entirety. So unfortunately though, today I did not catch one of those trades. I could not catch anything close to a 1.2, not even close. I had one winning trade today, and that was for like $50, and a lot of little losing trades. So very frustrating day. It was rollover day today, or rollover week, I guess you would say. And then we have a bunch of news this week. We've also got, I think Juneteenth on Thursday is a holiday, a trading holiday. So there's, bank holiday on Thursday. So there's no trading session then. We have unemployment claims on Wednesday. Tomorrow we have retail sales. Also on Wednesday we have FOMC rate coming out in the afternoon. So kind of a crazy week with rollover now, and then you have a lot of this news over the next couple of days. Then a day off on Thursday. So depending on how the FOMC statement hits on Wednesday, things could get a little bit crazy in the afternoon, and we might wake up on Friday morning, or when the market opens up on Thursday night, things could be pretty crazy. So it's a nutty day, or nutty week, I should say. And anyway, today was just one of those days. It was frustrating. Let's dive into TradeZella. We'll look at the stats there. So today down 3,200, 10% win rate, one win out of 10 trades, I think, was essentially what happened. And I've put together, $2,500, $3,000, $3,200 red days. So the other thing today, I was trading that brand new funded account, and I did trade it at double size. And I just left it go. I saw the drawn on continue to happen today, but I was like, well, if I can get a winning trade or two, we're going to be right back at it. Well, we just couldn't. And finally, when I hit 400, I'm out. And I lost a PA today. Almost lost this one. So this one's probably gone. I mean, $50. It might as well be blown. These two here are on their last legs. And this one here that I've had up to 51.5, it's not doing so well. So had a very tough day. But anyway, let's look at the trades themselves. I might just kind of walk through them here, and then we'll jump back and forth to the charts. First trade today was This was on the Russell. I took a short, a really nice break and retest of 2135, and VWAP, NQ, and ES were failing the Friday high of days. Neither one of them was breaking through. They were just kind of failing. This was soon after the open. Setup looked great. It was there. Got a nasty reversal and killed that trade. So out with about a $90 loss there on that one. The next one was on ES. This one here was 6100 rejection. NQ was rejecting 22180, got a little move and then a reversal, and that was really the way the day went for me. So here, this was my stop loss above this level, only looking for 9 points on ES. Boom, that would have got me 180. Couldn't get it. Got a little move and reversed out for an $80 loss. The third trade was the winning trade of the day, and that one was here. And this one was again on ES. This one, break and retest of 60. This was the losing trade right there. And so when this thing started to hold, I got in, couldn't get the move, had a little bit of a move up. It started to pull back. I killed the trade. I was like, I just need to get a win, out with 45 bucks after commission. So, you know, very, very small little win. And then the rest of the day from that point was just trade after trade after trade, failing, reversing and failing. Re-entry after we started holding up my previous exit. You can see that previous trade, this was the long trade. It started to pull back. This little green wick, I can't really make this so much bigger, but that little green wick it hit red and I just killed that trade, and we immediately pushed back up. So I got back in, another fail. It failed. We pushed up a little bit, failed, out for an $80 loss. And then the next one was, this was a $50 loser, also on ES. I took quite a few trades on ES, kind of just stuck in that downtrend that we had. Chased this entry, once again, the market reversing. I was looking at this hold, and also looking at NQ, and I thought I should take the trade, and by that time it popped. This was one of those pop candles, and I just immediately hit buy, and it just reversed, and this was just, it was not a good trade. The entry really should have been down here, but even at that point I might have gotten out with a little bit, but one of those. Let's see, where are we at here? This one was next. This was a out break even, break and retest of 60.98 short. You can see, you know, some of these trades sitting up in here. Immediate pullback, lost a PA, market finally dumped, and then back up out with a break even loss. So this one, did we look at that long? I forget if we did or we didn't, but this was a frustrating trade right here. In fact, I'm going to go to the charts and show you this one on ES. So that was this one right here. We finally broke down. This was that one where I had chased. Yeah, we did look at that one. Chased it. It got a little bit of a move and then immediately wicked down. Got out of that trade. And then when we fell below this level, cleanly fell below this level, we started to hold. That candle was turning red, looked good. It was a little bit aggressive. I understand I was a bit aggressive, but we couldn't make any new highs. We were continuing to make lower highs, and I felt, well, it is going to roll over. And it kind of did, but got in short right here. And right about there at this wick, I lost this PA. And then we go all the way back down. We get a bit of a move. This was one of those very snappy candles, and if I would have been on it right away, I could have killed that trade for about $100. And I was not quick enough, and it immediately reversed back up, and I just wanted to hold on to it. I thought, well, maybe it's going to go back down. It obviously didn't. Got stopped out, break even. So, you know, a commission loss trade, which is a good loss, but just frustrating that we couldn't go. This was the last trade I took on ES. And then I also took a couple trades here on NQ. This one here, after we rejected, that looked like a great short entry. It was a good short entry, actually. Again, just a little bit of a move and then out, and I just killed it basically at break even. Took another little short here, out again, and took another short right here, and this one too just got a little bit of a move and then right back up, and I killed it for basically break even. So just nothing. We're just in a sideways chop. I mean, this really is just one little 80 point. Well, on NQ, it's about an 80 point chop range. So no bueno. That does not work very well with my strategy. I did take one last trade on the Russell here. I wasn't really paying that much attention to the Russell. This was that morning trade that was actually a reversal. After we got back to this point, I was like, man, this is really holding good. Jumped in long here. Again, got a little bit of a move, and again, reversed back down. took me out there, and we've just chopped around since then and really kind of fallen apart. So it was one of those days I was just wrong today. I was completely wrong today. And I kept trading. I kept taking shots that I shouldn't have kept taking. I really should have walked away. I really should have walked away earlier and not suffered as much of a loss as I did. But that's hindsight's 2020. So just a tough day, especially when I had an ATM strategy that I thought would be a lot easier to get out of trades with some profit, basically not needing to have as big of a move to get to the same profit targets, instead of, taking some profits along the way. And really that hasn't worked that well in the recent market, but, anyway, it is what it is. It was just a tough day. So, in light of this, I'm going to take tomorrow off. That's for sure. I am not going to look at charts tomorrow. I am not sure, with Thursday being an off day. I'm going to see what Wednesday holds. I'm concerned about this account right here. I think that's as good as blown. I'm really worried about these two. Those top two accounts are, today was day 99 on this top account, day 95 on this second account. And so I really, really didn't want to lose these. And I can probably still revive them, but I've got about 2 or 3 trades and they're gone. So with Wednesday, the big news we have and everything going on volatility wise, I don't know. I don't know about Wednesday. I'm going to take it very, very carefully on Wednesday. We'll see if I take trades. If I can find a really good clean setup, I'm going to see if I can. It might be one of those days where I take one shot, and if it's a winner, great, and I'm out. And if it's a loser, I'm out as well. So then off Thursday. So this might be a week for me to just kind of lay low and not take too many, not to trade too much. Definitely going to take the day off tomorrow, because 3 days in a row of being red, that is just a recipe for disaster. And I want to break that trend. I don't want to trade tomorrow. I want to take the day off, and then we'll see how Wednesday rolls. It could be we take 3 days off here and be back on Friday. So we'll see. It is what it is. So yeah, not a whole lot to add. It was just a tough day, and I'm out early, and we go for the next one. So I will leave you with that, and thanks again for following along. Also, by the way, thank you. We have reached the 400 subscriber mark. Thank you. I appreciate that very much, and appreciate you all following along using my code BCT. Those of you that do with Apex and Take Profit Trader, thank you. Appreciate that. By the way, on the eval front, I've had one more Tradeify account that I thought this was blown on Friday, and it actually was not blown. But we did manage to get rid of that one today. I didn't want to, but copy trading it, and it got lost in the carnage today. So we are down to no more evals. I thought about buying another Apex account today just because of how this happened on Friday, and I was like, I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until later on. Actually, when does that sale end? That little banner is going to pop up here in just a minute, but I could also look. I think that sale might actually end this week. Bear with me for a second. Okay, that sale ends next week, so we've still got a full week. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait. I may add another eval. I'd like to replace this account and probably this one, because I doubt that'll survive. So definitely want to add a couple more evals, 1 or 2. So we may buy 1 or 2 here over the weekend, this coming weekend, and see if we can pass them next week. So anyway, I'll quit rambling. Thanks again for following along. Appreciate you guys. Hope you had a way better day than I did. And take care out there tomorrow. We'll catch up with you sometime later on this week. Until next time, take care and so long.